everybody, this is Kim Span, otherwise known as Taylor Hawkins again, with No Pants Podcast.
And I'm wearing a sombrero, and we're doing No Pants Podcast number 2 as far as the new ones go. I guess we're going to start with the Apollo update.
Yeah, let's, what's been up with Apollo? Been pretty quiet the past, 4 months.
You interviewed me, Kevin?
So, now I'm interrogating you.
No. Well, okay. We currently are drummerless, which is a surprise.
Reoccurring thing in our existence.
We're looking for a good one, so if you want to hang out and play some drums and have fun, come check us out. Otherwise, me and Kyle, or Kyle and I should say, to be linguistically correct, have been working on a lot of new songs recently, a lot of new songs actually. So we are taking our new music to Marietta, Georgia. I believe it's Marietta.
Yeah, it's Marietta.
To Mr. Lee Jennings, who plays in Cosmoscope and runs Ghost Kids Studios.
I believe that's right.
But yeah, so we're gonna go record a debut full length with him and release it for all you good people. We've been working on this for a long time. I know we've talked about it a long time. It seems like
2-year development. Right?
Yeah, it seems like 5 years. It's been like 2 years, maybe I don't know. But anyways, yeah, what had happened was about that is Mono Studios got shut down at Andy's, as a lot of people know. All of our music got shut down with him when he got shut down, so we had nothing to release other than our crappy demos that are on our EP. So we're about to go take it across state lines to do some serious, legitimate studio work with a guy. And we'll have that out hopefully this summer. We're going to be going and doing that here the next month or so, so it should be coming out soon. We're going to try to get real packaging done on it, so it'll probably take a little longer than just the overall sound recording itself. But that being said, we are playing our first ever official acoustic show
Distinction.
at Artifacts in Gadsden on May 3rd for First Friday. It's next Friday if you're watching this within the next 3 days. Anyways, it's Artifacts is a pretty cool store. It's located across the street from the Pitman on Broad Street in Gadsden. It's owned by Carl Lackey. He owned Cosmic Debris in Anniston. He owned a couple of other stores that are out of state too. But he's a really cool guy. He's really genuine. He's really easy to talk to. He's really friendly.
Real funny.
Yeah, really funny. Really good sense of humor. The only thing you might have to worry about is going in there and not being able to leave on time because he talks to you and makes you laugh so much. He's a really personable character.
First thing he ever said to me was, "Don't worry, I still have my DVDs from the finest houses."
I mean, the guy talks crap about Angels and Airwaves and claims Blink-182 died after Dude Ranch, and that Dude Ranch was the last ever real pop punk album. You know, things that a lot of people, if you said to me, I would probably hit you in the face. But coming out of his mouth, it's not only funny, but it's pretty gold. A lot of it you can't argue with sometimes, so it's just like anyways, we're gonna have our show there. They sell.
It's just outside the store, right?
Yeah, we're gonna set up outside with a PA. You should come check out the store anytime though. They sell a lot of vinyl, a lot of clothing, necklaces, bracelets. There's Artifacts itself, which is like a vinyl / poster, music, culture store, and then behind it, like adjacent, is a store called the Glass Onion. They sell a lot of like hippie culture things. Everything from clothing and like tarot cards to like glass products and hookahs and what have you. But yeah, we're gonna be having a show there.
Lots of reasonable prices there.
Yeah, they're very good prices on most everything. They have awesome vinyl selection. It's always like getting more and more in, and they have a lot of brand new things. Like they have Coheed's new CD on vinyl. Then they have also like you know, obviously everything from Charlie Daniels Band and Johnny Cash and Little River Band to Minor Threat and Social Distortion to Ceremony to
Oh yeah, ton of old school punk stuff.
yeah, they got a lot of good stuff there. So check it out. Obviously before, during, and after our show.
So are y'all looking at playing any more acoustic shows, or just focusing on recording after this?
Right now, we're really just worried about recording. That's been the main goal, is figuring out what we're trying to do as far as recording. Like I said, we were working with Mono. We had like 3 songs done and the studio got shut down. So right now we're worried about getting that done before playing a lot of other stuff so we have new music for people to hear. We've been writing a lot of new songs and we can always just play them. But my theory is, you know, we have stuff like Challenges or Kneel that we've played a couple of times but never got recorded, so people never really are able to sing along, etc. So we're trying to get in and get everything recorded right now and make that number 1 priority so that when people come out to shows, they can really have fun and jump along and stuff. That being said, you know, that's the point in of itself. We want to get that done first, get the recording done first, and then play more shows versus, I think it's safe to say our old attack plan was show. We took the Southeast by storm there for a good 2 years, you know. So we're trying to get our real recording done now instead of doing it ass backwards like we have done. So, anyways, yeah. Once we get that done, we're gonna be playing a lot of new shows, a lot of big shows. But right now, like I said, Artifacts is here. They just opened up like a month and a half ago, and I've known Carl, the owner, from his store in Anniston, and he just approached me and said, you know, hey, we're having this show and I'd like the band to play. So we said, okay, cool. So we're playing it. It's just gonna be me and Kyle's acoustic show. Mason Atkins is also playing that show. Mason's an amazing musician. You should come out and check that out. He's just gonna come up there and basically like swoon your panties off with his acoustic skills.
If I'm not mistaken, starts at 6 o'clock. Y'all go on 7-ish.
Yeah, and it's at across the street from Pittman, first Friday.
Dates, May 3rd.
May 3rd. The next day is, I'm just gonna say, since I'm one half No Pants and this is our podcast, May 4th is my birthday, motherfuckers. So come to the show for my birthday present. And if you don't, then maybe we'll hog tie you and Kyle will put his thumb in your butt or something. But anyways.
Call that Mr. Winky back in wrestling.
Mr. Winky. So we got other news, I guess, in the music world. Why don't you give them a little info there, since I've been talking awkwardly for 8 minutes now.
Oh yeah. I got some random music news to talk about. We just saw this like right before we recorded this podcast. Apparently, Stick to Your Guns and Story So Far was really coming out.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
That's random as shit. That is like, that's not really random because a lot of awesome stuff happens like that. For instance, Earthworm and Worth the Fight touring together. All of our mental masturbating daydreams of Paul Levin and Robert Muldoon, Splitty P. You know, things that don't ever go together, going together very well. Yeah. So I think it's cool. Shoot Your Guns came through Gadsden a long time ago, a couple times.
You heard them since then?
Nah, not for real.
Kind of like the old days better, because it's a real good mix. It's, you know, like really deathcore, but still with, I guess, melodic hardcore. But yeah, now they've gotten a lot softer.
Okay.
So I guess the split makes more sense now, opposed to but still different.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, that, them with Story So Far is really random. Because, I mean, you know, Story So Far is the more, I think it's safe to say, pissed off pop punk band in recent years than other ones, you know. So I guess it fits with them, like, doing a split with some kind of hardcore band, but Shoot Your Gun is just really random. I don't know, it's crazy. What you got?
Yeah, that, we just watched the video for that new Man Overboard song that came out today.
Yes.
Where Where I Left You, I believe.
Yeah.
If I can read my
No, it is.
handwriting.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't. I write like a
Oh,
fifth grade.
you've never seen my handwriting.
Chicken.
Don't worry.
Yeah. New metal. Bleh.
It sounds like Man Never Bored to me, so if you're into that, check it out. You have any deeper feelings?
In the video, it looks like my friend Chris Barrett's video camera quality on his camera, and they're on a rooftop. That's pretty cool, I guess. Some parts of the video remind me of Move Along's video of All American Rejects forever ago.
It looked like a fun video to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like Man Never Bored.
Yeah. It was a solid little single. I won't lie, but it like you said, it just sounded like Man Overboard.
Nothing, not softer, not heavier, just their standard sound.
And recent, very shitty, we're not so happy about. My friend Pilkey is very heartbroken over it because we were just talking via text message. Steve-O32, as some people know him, most people just know him, I guess, as Steve-O, has left Sum 41. So they are 2 founding members in from now on, and it just sucks, man, because he was, well, at least in the era of pop punk I grew up on, he was the only pop punk drummer that had a double bass. And nowadays that's kind of standard, but back then that was like kind of
That was pretty.
a sticking point. And it wasn't just double bass pedal; it was 2 bass drums, and you don't see that very often with many drummers anymore, especially in punk music. But yeah, he quit because they canceled a tour, and I guess I don't know if there were tension between the band members or something, but the official reason is they canceled the tour. He was upset about it, and he's departed ways. So that sucks. It's not very good news. The other 2 were good. That's kind of bad.
I hope whatever he does next is better than what was the guitar player that.
Brown Sounds.
Yeah, Brown Sounds.
Brown Sounds.
I did not care for that.
Brown Sounds a bass guitarist, but his band after he quit Sum 41 was called the Brown Brigade, and I'm just saying that sounds like a group of bros that like go in and play battle shits against strangers in like public restrooms, like. I don't know, that's just crazy. It makes me think of toilet water.
He's got another new band now, but I've never listened to it. I think it's more like indie punk, but I could be wrong.
I don't know, man. There's a ring to Brown Brigade. Might have to we should just call Apollo's Bully Brown Brigade. But anyways, we don't have any shows planned. Usually we have shows to tell you about that we've booked. We don't have anything coming up this next month other than Apollo's acoustic show. That could change, but we'll probably do another one of these podcasts in 2 weeks anyway, and you'll know then. So there you go.
Yeah, we listened to a little bit of Wonder Years new CD.
Yeah, we listened to some of that. It just sounds, to me, it sounds like Suburbia. I loved Wonder Years when they first came out, and I am honestly pretty proud to say that I think you and I were some of the first people around here to be like, yo homies, check out Upsides, and be those people.
I thought something like MySpace back when they still answered their MySpace.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're OG Wonder Years fans, but nowadays, I don't know, man. They've to me kind of lost that wow factor a little bit that popped out to me about them so hard with Stoked on It and Upsides. But they're still good. I don't mean to discredit them at all. They're good at what they do, and they're immaculately good at what they do. But the new stuff I've heard by them just sounds like B-sides to Suburbia.
Which, that's a good thing.
It's not a bad thing. Yeah, it's not a bad thing at all. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, if you compare all of their CDs, every one of them are different than the other one, and this one just sounds like a continuation of what they left off. But yeah, it's pretty good. I like what I've heard so far. I mean, I can't remember the song name where he's talking about being grown up and all his friends. He's watched basically his life go by, and they're all like grown up and have families and married and stuff, and he's just still, trapped in an angsty teenage kid body, stuck in a van with his bros. I like that song a lot. The other one that we listened to earlier was okay. It sounded the most like the Suburban B-side to me, but
Yeah.
that's my thoughts on it. What about you? What are yours?
Just just based on a song or two they put out that I didn't care for, like some random quotes here and there. I just keep expecting them to turn a corner that I just hate. And this sounds like Suburbia, so I'm content.
Yeah.
They're gonna get stoned on it again. I guess I'm better accept that. Even though that's by far my favorite CD.
No, dude, they didn't write that. It was Ghost written.
Yeah, it was.
I interviewed Soupy. He told me this himself.
But he signed it when I gave it to him.
Yeah,
he still signed it.
He didn't sign it when I gave it to him, but when you gave it to him.
Oh yeah, that took 2 tries. I forgot about that.
That was funny.